All right, so everyone is wondering, with the primary season heating up, what's going on with Donald Trump? When is he going to get back on Twitter? Why is he not on there right now? And what's going on with Truth Social? And is that platform dead? I'm going to kind of discuss all of that. When it comes to Trump, the big thing here, it says currently Trump has an exclusive deal with Truth Social, meaning he must share all of his social media communications on Truth Social first and may not make the same post on another social media site for 6 hours. So currently, Trump going back to Twitter, because he has this non-compete exclusive deal with Truth Social, it wouldn't make sense for him to go back to Twitter right now. However, it has been reported that Trump is considering not re-signing the deal. Don't re-sign it. Good Lord. Do not resign that deal, even if you're getting money, which expires in June. Really good news for Trump that that's expiring, meaning he would be free to post what he wants on Facebook or Twitter. This is so obvious that Trump needs to be back on Twitter. Ever since Elon Musk took it over, it's become just such a good platform for conservatives to spread, propaganda and things like that. And social media and something like Twitter now with the algorithm, it's such a glitch. It's almost like cheating. Like, you yourself don't even have to come up with a viral tweet. All that has to happen is someone in your team has to come up with like a funny one-liner, and if you're Trump, the following that you have, the interactions, it's already going to be pushed by the algorithm, and it'll just immediately go viral every day. It is the best form of propaganda you can find. Currently, Truth Social, what I've heard about it, it's completely overrun with bots. No one uses it. It's a total joke. I think Trump knows that. The idea of creating another social media platform is insanely hard, especially when you've got Trump attached to it. That's going to completely alienate most people from using the platform, and it's going to turn into, the right-wing echo chamber that it basically is. It's the same thing that Parler is, and that's not even mentioning the interface problems that these smaller platforms have. Even something like Rumble, when you use Rumble and then you use YouTube, I understand Rumble's media player is not bad. Just the interface, the ability to use it, go from video to video, it's so much easier than YouTube, and I'm not blaming Rumble. We understand YouTube 10 years ago was the exact same thing Rumble is right now. It takes time for these companies to really build up and create a usable interface, but YouTube has such a massive advantage over something like Rumble when it comes to the interface, and right now, Rumble is a de facto right-wing video site. You open it, they're going to recommend Steven Crowder, the Daily Wire, things like that. That's just what it is right now, and that's mainly because of the Google censorship issue that kind of happened during the pandemic with YouTube and with people getting banned and stuff. And listen, I don't agree with that, but we do have to admit YouTube still does have a significantly superior media player and interface, and it's the same thing with the alternatives to Twitter. It's like your Parlers. Mastodon is insanely hard to use for any normal person just signing up. And then now Truth Social, which, if it's attached to Trump, Trump is just talking into an echo chamber. You're not really going to get that reach that you're going to get with Twitter. And I think the big thing is they're saying in June, my goodness, if he resigns with Truth Social, there's just no way. There's no way you would do that. Who cares if you'll make more money? You're already a billionaire. I don't know why Trump does stuff like those digital cards. What's the point, dude? It's only going to, bring negative things to your campaign. It seems like a scam. Why would you do that? But shouldn't the number one goal right now for Trump be putting yourself in the best position publicly to win in 2024 and serve your last 4 years? So it's looking like, guys, Trump will be back on Twitter in June, as long as that Newsweek article is right. And then this is from Wikipedia. Trump has a licensing agreement with TMTG requiring him to use Truth Social as his primary social media platform and then wait 6 hours before reposting the material. Again, you're not going to re-announce yourself on Twitter by like first posting it on Truth Social, which according to this agreement, that's what Trump would have to do. So there's just no reason for Trump to go back to Twitter right now because he'd have to post it on Truth Social. Why not just wait until June? I agree, that's smart. But obviously, you're not going to want to re-sign anything. You're going to want to get on Twitter immediately. And then we do have people, because it's social media, freaking out about possibly Elon Musk, hiring this woman as CEO. Let me just tell everyone, with the World Economic Forum, Elon Musk did not buy Twitter for $44 billion just to hand it back over to some crazy liberal who's going to ban everyone. People just need to calm down. This overreaction crap is so annoying. We've got grown men acting like 5-year-olds whining about every little thing. Just take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Elon Musk did not spend $44 billion just to give the platform and the influence back into people that are going to censor and things like that. Calm down. I'm so tired of seeing these grown people just overreact and tweet 30 things. Take a few deep breaths. It's going to be okay. I know this might look bad like this woman. I'm sure there's an explanation for this. Again, the situation doesn't add up. Why would you bring this woman in if she's so, anti-free speech, World Economic Forum? It doesn't make much sense. I'm sure there's an explanation with Musk. Musk stepping down as CEO. He's a very busy individual. It makes sense that he would step down, but he's still going to have massive influence over the platform in that sense. So I think everyone needs to calm down. There's this overreaction culture that's happening right now with grown-ass men that really it's just not healthy. Just for 2 seconds, take a deep breath, man. It's going to be okay. And then I don't know if anyone saw this. We've got Anderson Cooper last night, 8 o'clock Eastern. It says it right there. His first statement to his viewers, I think it was like some apology about airing the town hall. And this whole dynamic of the Trump town hall on CNN, it's really disturbing. And it's not disturbing by CNN. CNN did exactly what I thought CNN would do. They rammed their head into the wall. They asked Trump about January 6th 50 times. Trump fought back. And like typical fashion, Trump ends up looking better than CNN. It makes no sense. If you're CNN, why not just ask Trump normal questions about 2024? If you go backwards and you try and have these gotcha moments with this woman who seems like she's on a power trip asking him questions, it's just pathetic. It's completely disingenuous, but that's what I expected from CNN. That's not where the craziness starts. The craziness starts when you see people like AOC come out and say, why is CNN platforming Donald Trump? What are you talking about? CNN, they need to get views, honey. Like, yes, if they can get Donald Trump on, they're getting Donald Trump on. This whole idea that CNN would deny to do a town hall with the current Republican favorite to be the nominee in 2024. Right now, Trump leading the polls by 30 points because you don't want to have him on because you want to silence his voice? I mean, you want to talk about fascism? My God, what is wrong with these people? And it's just like, if you're CNN, this stuff happened like 3 months ago when CNN said they were going to be less liberal and they were trying to be more like fair and things like that. All the CNN people, there was a thing trending on Twitter called Boycott CNN. It's like these people, they act like 16-year-old girls. It's every 3 days when CNN does something that they don't like exactly on the left. Like if CNN is not far enough to the left, you're platforming Donald Trump. Honey, Donald Trump is running for president. Okay? We're news. We want to interview him. Like, that's what's going to happen. No, we're not Nazi Germany. We're not going to let him speak. That's not how it works in America. I'm sorry. Like what is going on with this disgusting anti-American, don't allow people to speak virus? These people are just completely demented. And then from the normal liberals, they'll tell me, oh, it's just because Trump is so evil and so bad. Of course, back in 2016, they said he was going to start World War III. Turns out we're closer to World War III with Biden than we were with Trump. But even the normal liberals tell me, don't worry, it's just a Trump thing. It's not just a Trump thing. They're already calling DeSantis a fascist. And really, it doesn't matter. It could be Ramaswamy. It could be whoever you want. They would completely try and silence any Republican nominee. That's how rabid they are at this point in 2023. That's just the reality of the situation. So like this whole idea that CNN has to apologize for having the presumed favorite right now of the Republican Party in 2024, they've got to apologize for platforming him. Folks, we have, and then the whole thing with democracy, how do these people not understand the hypocrisy when you call out Trump for claiming the election was rigged when you spent 2 years investigating nothing about Russia hacking the election? You did the same thing. You did the same thing for longer. You spent a 2-year investigation convinced that Russia had to have hacked us. It's just all hypocrisy. And it really makes you go back on Trump's side and try and defend him, even though I like DeSantis, I like Ramaswamy, but this crap, it has to get called out at some point. It's just so ridiculous. And if you're CNN, what are you apologizing for? I would be like, if I was, an internal person on CNN, I would be like, these people act like 16-year-old girls. Give it a day and they'll be fine. They just said they were going to boycott our entire network 3 months ago because we said we were going to be more independent. These people are just a joke, man. It's the same crap. They're so over emotional. Anything that CNN does that's not exactly on the left, like having a town hall with Trump, and then I think CNN came out and they said they're not doing town halls anymore. The whole thing is just so ridiculous. Who cares it's like that's your viewership base saying that, but like these people said they were going to boycott you 3 months ago. Like, who cares? It's the same thing like, oh, I'm going to move to Canada if Trump wins. I'm going to get off of Twitter if Elon Musk takes over. No, you're not. You're not. Shut up. No one, and honestly, if you do, no one cares. Literally no one cares. Please move to Canada. It's just so ridiculous. But guys, let's get back to it. Trump, Truth Social right now is overrun with bots. That's what I'm hearing. It's a mess. It doesn't surprise me. That's what's going to happen with these apps, and you don't put in the proper security to actually kind of weed out the bots. When you create a social media platform, especially one where users are interacting with each other, immediately there has to be some type of system to where it's only possible for humans to sign up. I'm not saying you need to go crazy with it and make people show their ID, but there has to be some type of way to where you can't have a bot, doing this and making 50 different accounts per day. It's an issue. The other thing with Truth Social that is a big problem, again, it's just a ridiculous echo chamber. What liberal would join Truth Social? It doesn't make any sense for them. So you're not going to accomplish anything if you're Trump getting out your message. The people reading your message are those people are already going to vote for you. If someone legitimately uses Truth Social, which, that's your call, but it looks like a mess. I would probably say don't use it. It's just a waste of time. But if you do use it, they're already voting for Trump. Let's be honest. Trump needs to reach independent people. You do that on Twitter. You've got a team behind you. Twitter is a glitch at this point with the way the algorithm works with someone like Trump, the interactions he's going to get. You don't even have to think of the tweets. Someone in your team thinks of a tweet. You put out a funny tweet a day. Makes you more likable in the long run. And that should be Trump's strategy for going back on to Twitter, probably sometime in June. At least that's what they're saying. That's what the article was saying. He has to wait, 6 hours right now before posting stuff on other platforms. I guess go back on Facebook. I don't really see Facebook. Listen, I'm not going to comment on Facebook. I've never used Facebook ever in my life. So, Facebook kind of older. It seems like Facebook's more pro-Trump than Twitter is, but Twitter is getting a little bit more right with Musk taking over. And then again, people freaking out on Musk. It's like, you need to calm down for 2 seconds. Musk didn't buy this platform to immediately make the CEO some left-wing lunatic who's going to silence everyone. Calm down. He knows what he's doing. It's not going to be like that. That would be just a complete waste of money. That's not the point. You can already see it with Musk and him responding to tweets and things like that. He really is elevating the conversation on some really uncomfortable topics right now in this country, and I really don't think he's going to put someone in that is, anti-free speech on the internet and things like that. like Vivek Ramaswamy said, the burden of proof has to be on Twitter. If you want to remove something, you need to show a lot of proof and prove that it is false to be able to remove it. You just can't remove it because it doesn't fit with your narrative. That's what should be happening on Twitter when it comes to the free speech and things like that. So, again, I would expect Trump to be back onto the Twitter platform in June, and that seems like the most logical thing right now. I would certainly advise him to do that. He looks pretty good in the polls right now. I do think Ramaswamy is going to end up winning. We're not even at the debates. Guys, once we get to the debates, it's going to be a completely different ball game, I'm sure. Although Trump said he might not do the debates, I think his advisors will tell him, no, you need to do them. You're going to get trampled if you don't do the debates. So, and then we're still waiting for DeSantis. What's going on with him? He seems to be losing steam right now. He needs to go on a major offensive, and we'll see if he ends up doing that and really announcing his campaign sometime soon. We think it's going to happen in May, but I guess we'll see. Either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description.